Yes, you're welcome once again to Property Matta. A few minutes ago, I've been the talk say, I'm the engineer Debo go to rock this show together, and to the glory of God, in don't join us, we propose, and God help us achieve them. Welcome to another terrible chat topic we're going to treat today, and obviously, if I'm not making any mistake, now the first Tuesday in the month of April.
And the first Tuesday.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
I'm fine.
How was your April fool?
Well,
hope you didn't fool yourself too much.
I didn't fool anyone.
Oh, you are still fooling yourself now?
No one. I didn't even fool anyone.
She?
Meeting with Tara, maybe when you're time.
Tell me, Abi.
One thing, me boom on Tira, me honor.
Good morning, viewers. How have you been? How has it been with you? We are in April, so second quarter has started, though.
Yes.
2022. I mean, it still feels somehow that we are still in Happy New Year, but second quarter has started. So the year is going, and I hope you are making progress with the year. So we are back again, like Chief said, and today we'll be talking about the thing that I think would interest you, because there's been, I don't even know the volatility we are experiencing, the yaga, the up and down we are experiencing regarding costs, prices, and things in the market, has been astronomical, very high. So what we are talking about today is, how do you still try to manage your cost of living, cost of maintaining your house, cost of living in your house. For some people, their power consumption cost has gone up because diesel, for example, has gone up. I don't know how many percent to call it. It's over between 6 something and 700 now. Something from 200 and something. So that's like, what percentage is that? Do you know? Do you get? So we are here to then discuss, how do you still cope under this kind of inflation or price fluctuation or increases that we're experiencing? While on my way to the studio this morning, I was still chatting with somebody, and I said, we have to discuss, because he bought something from us and he's paying in installments, and it's still a long way to go, and prices have gone way different from when it started. I said, we have to discuss.
We have to renegotiate.
And thank God that we had indicated, we have put some indices when we started the transaction to say, look, inflation, exchange rates, these are what they are as of today. If they move by so percentage, we may have to discuss on what you have left to pay. And those things have moved since. We've just been trying to see whether, things will still, but we can't cope, and we have to discuss. So people are having to have family meetings, I say, Madam, how we go, they use this gen now? Now every time light go, we go just go put gen, or wait till they happen.
Or now to just take and sleep.
Or to just take and sleep, or to bath.
Yes.
To sleep. As in to sleep, you go just go bath, off the generator, make we go sleep.
Person no go put for inside generator. I be say, una agree say money wey una go take shop tomorrow can be.
Exactly. Those debates are happening in homes now. So that's what we'll be talking about today. How do you, and for you that are professional facility managers and all of that, what are the things you propose? What are the things you are working with? You can also call in that is helping you economize or manage the cost. Still keep the cost lower than it would have blown up to be if you were to just embrace the price increases that we have seen. Yeah. So to start with, when you talk about cost like this, there is direct cost, there is indirect cost. Yeah. So direct cost is you consume this. If you put on power, you definitely be billed by NEPA. Yeah. Right? So that's like, if you should switch on your whatever, that's a cost, And for you not switching it on, do you understand? There may be some other things that leads to. Why are you smiling?
Why am I giggling? Why am I giggling?
Continue,
it's funny, but
it's funny.
Just comedians, there are things today where we say they happen.
Exactly.
You say when you put on lights, even if you don't want it, never be. God help you, there is no light. Transformer is spoiled. Never be.
Is it coming? Wow.
Transformer is spoiled. So
that's a serious case.
I don't know.
Not
transformer
really.
spoil, you go.
But not in all cases, but not really.
But thank God for the prepaid people.
Yes. But we prepared, you can save yourself that headache. So, these are some of the things you need to do. Number one, I think if we look at the cost of maintaining a home and all of that right now, can you tell me which one ranks at least? It may not be the highest, but one of the highest costs that people experience. Probably the highest.
No.
Whether in offices or in homes.
No. That one I see even calculate am. I buy fuel of.
Now fuel,
I buy fuel
the
of
power.
Yes, now I buy fuel of 1.5 every night. Every night.
Every night.
So because if I no buy am every at time, and the funniest part of the story is no be say person dey take am do big man, but you observe that the food wey una put inside freezer e go spoil. The children they no go sleep, they go dey sick because mosquito. And the worst part of it, the worst thing that can happen to any man wey dey struggle or wey dey hustle for this part of the world na when your pikin wake you in the middle of the night and say, Daddy, I can't sleep.
Wow.
And because of it, e come dey vomit. You know, say it dey make children vomit. Wow. You want to ask yourself, well, then why am I working?
Wow.
So at times you want to save all the money you want to cut your cut just to make sure you have a sound transition over the night.
Yeah.
Then the one for car. The one for car at times, person knows fit still calculate am, but that one can still be okay. Or if you the person say say na from office to home, except at times. So fuel.
That person will not be an army like you.
Konima
milu. Or you reduce the rate at which you are miluing.
I can reduce the rate
at which you are miluing.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, you are right. Nígbà mi kábíyèsí àmọ́ gbé mọ́rúwá ń gbà mí.
Ṣé
ọmọ gbé mọ́rúwá. If your man say I will go do good day and it go cost them ọmọ gbé mọ́rúwá.
So power, right? Power which you have to fuel to get, is a major one. So what are some of the things you can do around your power consumption, your fuel consumption? So one is you can check whether there are alternative sources of fueling. For example, there are homes and organizations right now that are exploring powering their generator with gas rather than with diesel, because that is still more economical. It's still cheaper.
I don't know if you have the information. Can it carry big gen like the Mechanos of this world?
Yeah, those are the ones that are even using it.
And what is I don't know. I'm still asking again because that's the essence of the topic.
Yeah.
Are we saying that with gas it is more economical and vis-a-vis the risk involved?
So gas is more economical if properly done. You use cooking gas at home.
Of course.
So when you say the risk involved, it can also be managed. That's what I mean.
Sure.
So it's exactly like that. So people are turning to gas now, exploring gas to power their diesel gen particularly, because gas is cheaper. You understand? Gas is cheaper. So that's one way people are trying to reduce their cost. Some are totally reducing the time by which they put it on. So I know in some estates now that before it was 24 hours light, meaning that any time NEPA goes off or PACN goes off, the gen would have to come on. A number of them now have had to reduce it to 18 hours or 12 hours to say, look, from the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., if PHCN power goes off, we will put on gen. But any time outside these hours, if PHCN goes off, you are on your own. In fact, they now encourage people. Exactly. So they now encourage people that for these other hours, go and get, we won't allow any generator in, but go and get solar or inverter battery or with solar, go and get that so that at least some basic things in your house can operate if there is no PHCN power outside of the hours that we guaranteed. Because that's the only way we can still maintain a reasonable cost of consumption. Because I know estates, residences, that their power rate has increased by like about 80%. by like about 80%. Some people that used to, okay, so there's this record of a particular place that I know. They started with about 70 naira per kilowatt around 2016. About 2 years or so ago, probably not up to 2 years ago, that 70 was moved to 110. In the recent time, about last month, that 110 was moved to 198. So it means that within a space of about 2016 to this time, that's like about 6 years. Within a space of about 6 years, the power consumption has moved over 200%. You understand? So that's just it for you. I mean, it's not. There is nothing they can do about it. No, not over 200%, over 100%. Over 100%, you know, almost approaching 200 because 210 and 198 is just about 12 naira difference.
Even in economics, we have to round. Is a round up figure, we call it.
You know, and because most people's income has not even doubled between 2016 and now. Some people are totally reducing the hours of usage that they put their gen on.
Kí wọ́n pe kíni dójútì, you get some way they call dójútì, kíni kan dójútì.
A better permanent.
No, we get normal gen, but you know say if gen is wrong, because now I give them timetable.
Yeah.
They know I have British training. I mean British format. I normally tell them, oh God, I got to call it. So if we run gen,
yeah,
you get time we go start gen. We start gen around 9.
Okay.
But before that 9 p.m. why would they cook and everybody they change and they do the children assignment?
Yeah.
We go on, we don't buy rechargeable lantern.
Okay.
Lovely ones. We say, hey, go brighten the house.
Okay.
So by 9 we put on the gen.
Okay.
So once the gen don't reach 6, whether it die or it no die,
go quench am.
go off am. So that the rechargeable lantern go pick up again.
Okay.
See, just for the children to dress up for school.
And go.
Because I always tell them, say, why go on gen? What is the rationale behind owning gen till 8 a.m.?
The issue is even that you for me, you are even bold to be able to put on gen overnight. I understand you. I understand that is why.
Anybody where you don't see where children, at times, even if they sleep, you have to. It could be as serious as if the heat is too much, you have to go and be checking them in their rooms. You sit with them, you be fanning them.
I get you.
So, and for you to save yourself also all those stress, you ask yourself, in my daily activities, what can I cut? If I dey shop movies of maybe 1,500 or 2,000 per day, why can't I? Anybody tell you jẹ́ nkọ́ kini ibi wo ni nkọ́ bi rí kọ́ nkọ́ bi ori bi kankan kọ́ ó kàn jó ó kàn yóò kọjá ni nkọ́ bi ò kọ́ bi kankan ó ní òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ ni say come dey shop nkọ́ bi kí n má bàa rí bi that's what they. So but if they shop maybe food a whole total package, some people eat 1K in the morning, 1K in the afternoon, then they eat dinner at home. Some men now, because of our family and everything, have to cut 1K to maybe 600 and reduce your piece of meat, and at the end of the day you have 1 to the 800 can still go for
the generator, for the fuel,
because they must sleep in peace.
I get you.
Women, they will tell you they have a lot of perishables in the freezer, which it is true. Yes, if you allow this, we can waste in it.
Yeah, true. So people reduce their time the whole time. Another thing is, even with, NEPA bill is also going up. Rates is also going up. Yeah. Like I mentioned, the estates now, So even as somebody living in places where power is, they vent power, okay?
Like a central plant.
Yes, they vent power. You have to buy your power now. One of the ways you can ensure that, and they've increased rates, all of those places they've increased it. One of the ways you can reduce your cost, okay, is by, some people are looking at more power efficient appliances in the homes. Your ACs, those things that consume power a lot. People are exploring the more power efficient versions of them. Yeah. So if you are replacing any old AC now, or if you have money to actually replace your old ACs, you want to get inverter, power saving in power. You said?
We know they put mind for those things.
Now they put
yes,
mind.
because when you the right time.
But now they put mind.
Fini.
So AC that are power efficient, bulbs that are more power efficient, energy saving. You know, pressing irons. You know, that are power efficient. Those are that save more energy, are more energy efficient. Those are the things that people are exploring. So before you buy any appliance right now, you want to find out, you know, what is the power efficiency rates of this one? Are there better versions that are more power efficient? You know, two things that those things help you with. One is that you consume less power even if you're on the public power system. Two, your inverter or other alternative sources of power may be able to power those things more easily than the regular type of those appliances, you know. So you want to check all of that, you know. So people are exploring some energy saving
measures.
Yes, some energy saving appliances to be able to bring down their cost. Another thing that people are doing is they are actually doing a vetting or a rechecking or a confirmation of their power rating. You know that some people, their power rating is no more than, let's just put it as, say it's no more than, say like, they don't need more than about 10 kVA generator. But they are using 15 kVA generator. What they don't know is that they are just, one, that generator is not optimally used. It won't last as much as it should because it's underutilized. Two, they will be spending more to fuel this one. So it's more cost for them.
When I use I pass my neighbor. If the capacitor is still good, where the plug-in never get issue.
You don't even become mechanic now. That you used to service it or something yourself. You just off your shirt with it.
Then you have to just change plug. You change plug, you the head of the plug. The family go shout, hey.
Up NEPA. Up Chipolo
do. So what are they trying to this man go get experience for this? I pass my neighbor. Yeah, this man. You are relating my story. So, but what I'm trying to say in essence is, when I use I pass my neighbor. When the evening a day, 500, you sleep overnight.
Wow.
If the plug
that time, good. Abi?
Yes. So, and another thing is, I have a friend that stays in 3-bedroom flat. He get normal big generator who they use, and he get a pass my neighbor. He say they pass my neighbor now for night. Say make they just use fan.
Fan, okay.
Finish, fan and bulb, finish.
Okay.
Or at times they go on TV. Okay. Say this big one, now maybe even in the one freezer at times. And I reason with him if person get the money, because the truth is the rate of
the consumption, the cost
fuel,
of running that
fuel.
Yeah.
But I think that as analysis, when we do analysis on top in solar system, solar, and it goes to say, you know, be the same thing. But the only thing they give us problem now to buy battery for solar. Fixing of solar is 120. But when you want to buy a battery is nothing less than maybe 96 or 120. So, and you need 2 or 3. Your money, the cost for solar now, my friend, where you do them, is running into 350, 400.
The challenge with solar is the cost of acquisition.
That's
the
why
initial cost of acquisition is still very high.
That's why we call on anybody where they do solar system. If you know that your own is cheaper or you have an efficient one, this platform is there for you. Come and market your goods, because this is the time. I want Jacob assisting.
And especially those ones who have financing package with their offering. Some people who have, they will offer you that 300 and something now, but they will say you can be paying.
Imagine.
Yes, that's
so one.
Of course.
I go out to somebody like me, like number one, I go patronize you, because if I know say, see 1,005 times 30 in a day.
Yeah.
I mean times 30 in a month.
Yes. It's 45,000.
You can imagine. So make person come and say, they pay 30 monthly, and 30 monthly times 10, that's 300,000.
Yeah.
So, and I will buy fuel. I dojo kuni. Call on Sanwa. But this one, if I get them, obviously I na my own. But it's a line who's major. Maybe some money come, maybe we quickly settle them off.
Yes.
it don't become.
There are those, so let them come and advertise, you know. So a number of things you can do, actually, like we have mentioned. Another thing for those that are working in offices, you know, one of the things that offices are really looking to is this work from home. You know? Because there are some offices that even if they do a roster and they say some should come to the office and some should work from home, they realize that whenever anybody comes to the office, they would have to put on power. So in some offices, what they've now done is, okay, you know what? There'll be one day of the week that only about 3 or so people will come to the office. And those people, they will use inverter. If there is no power. No, you can't affect that. No, the people that are not coming to the office does not mean they are not working. They are working from home. Yes. It's not like they are not working. They have what they are going to deliver and they must deliver. They can't say, I was not in the office yesterday. No, they are working from home. You know, so the office now is able to save diesel.
Penny.
You understand? For that day at least.
No crowd.
Because the people there, they can use inverter when there is no PHCN power, you know, for that day. So these are ways that which people are cutting down on their costs. So they are working from home. Then another strange one that you need to take notice: do your record properly. Maintain very detailed record of your expenses, because it helps you to be able to tally things up and compare month by month. How did we fare about this time last year? We are spending so much on diesel now. What did we spend last year about this time? Oh, there's been changes. Oh, okay, we've introduced these measures now. Okay, so last month, what did we spend? What did we now spend this month that we've introduced this measure? Is this measure working? You can only deduce that from a proper record. So maintaining good record is also one way by which you can save your cost. And maybe the very last one that I would just want to share is also, please do your maintenance schedule. Maintain things that you should fix them at the time that you should fix them. Because when you are supposed to service a generator, for example, in a particular, or service your AC, or service one thing or the other, and you don't service them, what you do is that the cost of running them would increase.
The
cost of running them would increase. So do your scheduled maintenance, carry them out as at when due. Also, when you need to attend to repairs and or breakdown and all of those type of maintenance, attend to them and fix things that are bad. Because when you continue to manage things that are bad, you continue to increase your cost. These are some of the things you want to.
I don't talk to my friend who is in London. Say, motor, you know, say motor now I never get so you know to Rekpo. So I say I need hybrid. They say I read down for one like a hybrid car. You know hybrid. Yo, my London. You never die. Hybrid now. Hybrid just means it can. Hybrid coast.